Yes, good morning. Yes, it's another Friday, and I know it's a morning, right? We have to get our coffee ready, right? Yes, and the topic of today is exactly around that, but more in the business direction. So we want to talk to one of our guests doing very well, doing his business in Switzerland, and in also doing the coffee business in Cameroon. I know you're wondering, how does it happen? You're in abroad and the business is in Cameroon. So let me get the guest here with us and gather up as much as possible. Bring your friends along. Let's learn something new, how to do business from abroad. Let's see how he managed all these up. I can see a few people joining up right now. You're all welcome. We have a chat room there. Whatever question you have, put it there on the chat room as well as we start the discussion, because my guest is here and he can't wait to get started. There you are. Welcome, welcome. I can see can you hear me well?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Jansen is here, Cantor, and he's been very keen to be here with us. I got to know him through another we worked together at some point, and I was impressed with your work, how you started it from being in working person and then going to business. It's quite interesting about that. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I can see some people joining from Rwanda. Thank you for joining me, Beatrice. Well done. Let's learn how to do business from abroad, right? That's a good idea. Join me today and invite your friends and share with them what we have today, because today the topic is quite interesting, just to give you an idea, and it's about doing business from abroad and how the success is, the up and down. We're going to learn today from one of ours who have been here in the diaspora for a long time. He's going to give us more information about it. So go ahead, introduce yourself, Dr. Anthony.
Yeah, Joy, thanks so much for inviting me. So what I can say is just for me as a background, I'm a biologist, really microbiologist, and I've been here in Switzerland for more than 30 years. I make my first part of study in Cameroon at the university, and I completed in France, where I get my PhD in microbiology, and then joined the former company here in Switzerland, where I've been working in chemical and pharmaceutical company. But let us say that 4 years ago, I was starting having the question, what should I do next? And one of the things that come to my hand was really to bring back something to Africa. I can say I get all my career here in Europe, trying to do many things in Africa in a remote site, but I said, no, now it's a time really to bring something back. And among all the topic that was open to me, I think that one of the best thing is to take something that was already existing in my family, was the agriculture, the coffee plantation, and try to bring it a little bit a step forward. This was the reason that I acquired some land in the year 96, and then start to developing it into an industrial way.
Wow, wow. So you went to the agriculture sector. So, and as you said, it was a family thing that was happening, something that was existing, not reinventing wheels like as diaspora. We want to bring the Western products or services into the continent. So we just have to see what is needed in the continent. But I like the way you also combine it, because it's about coffee, right? So
yes, it's about coffee.
Yes, and the coffee, the whole idea is also supporting, also bringing it here, because to be honest with you, the African, you can also tell me about this. We are not coffee drinkers. I have to say I'm one of them. I learned how to drink coffee when I came here, and that's what I'm drinking right now. But I can only drink only 1 cup per day.
Yeah.
How do you see that, and how does it make the business interesting?
Yeah, the interest part of the business, we have just to first see in the big picture. you see the Africa and many remote area are look into the world today as only generating the raw materials. Mhm. We get a lot of excellent things in Africa. We can do a lot of things, but sometimes we miss. I don't know if it's the courage or the organization to move into the next steps. Mhm. So when I look about that, there was some existing plantation producing according to some established rule there. And I say, is that really the right thing we can do? Mhm. And for me, it was not the right thing. Mhm. And I know we get a number of very, very skilled people in Africa. Although if we talk in terms of education, those people in the landfill are not so educated as somebody can think, but their experiences are huge. Their experiences are huge. So how can we combine our knowledge that we gain here working in international companies and all this with those experience of those people around and try to bring that in another steps? Is why I took really the challenge to say that I will try to make a really excellent product getting out directly from Africa. So a part of the landfill, the walk into the field, the grass and all this, I said, no, I have also to get an industry there. So try to generate something excellent coming from Cameroon. It's also why you see the 2A in the name of the company. There are two meanings.
Yes.
The first A is my grandmother who started this agriculture around the year 50. Her name was Elizabeth, and then took over from my mother, whose name was Emily. But as far as the company is concerned, these two E mean excellence and exclusivity, because we want to focus on an excellent product and an exclusive product that each of our customers can recognize themselves in the product they receive from us.
Wow, 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 wow. That's quite interesting. I mean, the history behind it makes it quite interesting as well. And I like the way you say that you know that there is a lot of knowledge with our people on the ground, and you combine it with this the education and the ideas of here in Europe, knowing that the coffee actually is drunk a lot here in Europe, and you are also competing with very competitive companies as well. That's why I think Germany is the biggest producers of coffee, and not that they produce it, but they don't grow it. You know, they just roast it here and they repackage it. And I know it's such a competition. So how did you go about that competition with the big companies?
Yeah, you know, talking about competition, it's about looking the market lands. You see, for so far I was concerned, you know, coffee is a product that fall into the commodity today. Everybody getting coffee. They want to get it as cheaper, exclusive. The quality remain acceptable all around the world. This is a clear statement that the people can say. Because why this quality remain the same? Because it's all managed by people from Europe or US who get some industrial competence. Mhm. So this quality is acceptable. We can more or less walk around to get it best. But so far I was concerned, I said yes. The first decision for me, should I jump into this mass production and think how to compete with those people? I said, no, it's not what I want. I want really something excellent, something tailor-made, so I have to differentiate myself. So I try to address my customer to a niche or people who want to be exclusive, who want to get their own decision of which beverage they want to follow. So I try to identify the part of the sector that was not touched by all this big industry, all this big, and I said it's ready to make a teeny niche where you get a clear specialty, a clear test, and then we will see how it's go on. I'm not sure that I will really success, but I get a strong feeling that I will do all what possible to succeed in this area. I know how challenging it is, but I'm ready to take up this challenge.
Wow, and you're doing it quite well, because I've seen your packaging is also very beautiful, and the way you've also marketed it as well is quite impressive. And thank you, everybody who's listening. I can see you're all here. If you have any questions that we are discussing, put them on the chat, and we're going to answer them towards the end as we go on with our topic for today. Because we as diaspora, we really want to do businesses back at home, and I'm sure you had put up quite interesting comments that I'm going to read later on. But let's go on with the topic for today, and where I want you share, if you could share with us the successes and lesson learned of doing African business from abroad. How was it for you?
Yeah, making the business from abroad, it was very challenging, because one of the first point as foreign, of course, I'm a Swiss citizen today, but it's the lack of support of many institutions. First, because you get a unique idea. The first answer you get is that no, it's not possible. It cannot work. You see, just to take the decision to get the factory over there, instead of making all what the people are doing today, exporting the raw coffee and let it finish it here. I say it's not what I want. The basic thing is that I want those people to follow from the beginning to the end, that they make sure that what they are doing is addressed to people who like excellence. And this was one of the first challenge. And when you look into the coffee business, especially, it's difficult to see in one of the events some African or somebody from South America and all this. You say, but it's those people producing this coffee. Why the people talking for them? There is no from the original place where the coffee is coming. I say, yes, it's really the nice picture. All the good thing that's coming from abroad is not managed by us. I say, no, let us take this challenge. I know during this project, I need to visit some wine castle today, because I wanted to understand how do they make the selection process with their own natural product here to come to an excellent product. And this is this experience of this, the things I heard from them, the discussion we get together, that I try to apply into the coffee today. I remember when we launched the production, my roasting chef said, hey, Mr. Concho, after 1 week, there is something that stayed in my head I want to share with you. I said that, my principle is that everybody is free of talking in this company. Say what you think. It doesn't mean that we will follow absolutely what you are saying, but we have to take that into consideration. And he told me, Mr. Concho, your coffee is different. I say, why is it different? He said, no, you get a special taste. I haven't tasted a coffee like this up to now. I say, the point is just our ahead selection, the process. Because today, what are we talking about? Coffee of Colombia, coffee of Peru, coffee of Cameroon, coffee of Rwanda. These countries are huge. In any sector, any region, any corner, you get a difference between the things. If you start selecting that from the roots, you can really reach a success. In all my farms where I'm handling, each of the corner are taken individual. I know for the people over there, it was crazy, because it was not the way they were used to work. I say, I cannot imagine that you look at a tree like this, and you mixed up with the other trees that sitting corner would not look nice. Take that separately, and then we will see after. If we mix it at the end, it will be our choice. But don't let it scatter it at the beginning. It's like this that we try progressively to generate unique flavors of our coffee and unique quality on our coffee. amount of the big basket that I'm saying, we get the 3 or 5 tons of coffee. There is individually maybe 50 or 60 different batch of coffee harvest from the field. We know exactly the area where it come and which parameter was during the season that this coffee grown up. The simple parameter with the light, the humidity, the quality of the soil from which we harvest the coffee, all this make the difference in our process of bringing the product to the markets.
Interesting. So there was really, as you said, some few successes. As I can hear, as much as challenges, because you finally made what you wanted, because that's what you wanted, to have the final product done in the continent, not from here. And that was probably the hardest challenge, especially if you're dealing with coffees, right? And and now you made it to this lesson. And then maybe you could share with us the because I know you're producing this coffee. You're also having a charity organization and support thing behind it. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the social part of our project was starting with what is most important in the world today. It was education, and also make the life of the people better in the surrounding as much as we can. So by creating this company, we take a clear decision that part of our turnover, not of our benefits, because when you think benefits, you will never make it. Part of our turnover is directly going to the social program, where we ensure the education of all the people of our employees, all the children of our employees, and also in the surrounding, the best in class from all the school we get around will receive a sort of scholarship from our company. I know it's a huge meeting, but this is manageable. This is manageable. We try to do that. The more we sell, the more support we will bring to the kids. Regarding our employee, we try to bring them some a sort of health insurance support. That means when they are sick or something like this, the company, the social part of the company gives support for their medication and all this. And around the friends I grown with, we are organizing now that every 3 months they come to the place and just make consultancy for free to the people around there. This will be their contribution, I would say, supporting my project. Whether they drink coffee or not, please come and check the people here around. We know how it is the difficulty to see a physician. Why should I get 10, 20 physicians in my network? I don't ask them this simple question.
That's so true. That's so true. I like that because you add also value in the business, by giving insurances to your employees. And I know you also did trainings yourselves, right? I remember one time you brought your own skills and knowledge and trained and helped the local people. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, you know the part of training, you have to integrate that in the social environment in Africa. Many of our people are just surviving. That means that they're trying to make something that is acceptable. Let us say, as we said in German, they are doing many things with the left hand because they don't know where the good opportunity will come at certain time.
Okay.
So when we talk about the training, it's really for them to focus of what they are doing, trying to give the best, accept their weakness, and receive support for it. One of my main challenge was first the quality training and the traceability training. Go to the farm and explain to a farmer that I don't want that you mix these potatoes with this from there. He said, but you are crazy, my friend. Potatoes is potatoes. So you see, it's a huge effort to make them say, no, no, we can make more value to the potatoes. Let us train it. If at the end, it's all end in our stomach, it doesn't matter. But let us try to see the difference in the beginning. Mhm. And this part of the training, trying to say, record all what you are doing. Nobody is guilty here. You can make mistake. I accept mistake, but please record all what you are doing, because from that we can start thinking. Don't tell me that I told you yesterday I did that. No, write it down. So when we sit together, we can talk and see where is our weakness and progress. Yeah? You have to think that your customer is a people that will not accept the failure. Please do your best. Before you say that you release a product, you have to be satisfied of it. You first. The customer, we will see afterward by his complaint. But if you just release the product because it's okay, and the customer complain, no, this will not be acceptable. When you tell me that the load of this person is ready, for me, I understand that you have done your best. You have made all the check on which we agree on, and it's for you okay like this. And then let us move ahead. And it's all this training part that is a real challenge. It should be a permanent thing. Of course, I cannot be there every day because I'm in the two worlds now.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. How do you manage that when you're?
I get some key people, usually external, that have been in different working area. It can be in the management, it can be in the business, it can be in the health, safety, and environment, and so. Those guys that I've met over there, and I discuss with them a little bit, and I see their mindset. I try to give that my vision of the things. I said, your friend, listen, you have to take time every month or every 2 months. That means regularly, once a month, I get somebody there who come and make a sort of check and explain them again and refresh them with the vision we get to the company and think of the point of completeness. You see the employer, they're drinking beer, but if they don't think that after they have to make the bottle in the case of the glass, they just let it on the corner of the garden like this. This is not acceptable. They have to first to go into this discipline to make their environment better. And these are all the things that is important. And let us say, the people say impossible. No, I say it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. The impossible thing, I think, is to wake up a dead person. You have to put energy. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And if you do your steps, somebody can take over and continue this step. Europe, US was built like this. When you see the US in the year 90 and the US today, is two different words. But they have made it step by step. And we have also to look into our continent this way.
Wow. Those are very powerful points you put there. And I have seen somebody seconding that as well. And you need to, he says that I agree with recording, documentation. I think there are many people doing great, especially in Europe, but it is not documented. I'm happy that such entrepreneur in Netherlands do document. Yeah, so I think that's what she says, because they are more in the diaspora here, and they need the documentation done in the continent so that they know how the business is doing every other time. And the way you say the recording is very, very important. And I also like the way you say the professionals you on the ground, because sometimes, as you said, you had to invest a lot on the people who believe and follow your dream on the ground, like the accountants or the managers, the people who are taking your business on the ground. You had to also do your homework and check the right people to work with you and train them as well to see your vision, because you're not on the ground. So you need to have somebody on the ground seeing your vision. How does it look like? Yeah. And the other question is that I wanted to know from also from other discussions that I had, how often do you go back to see your project?
Yeah, you know, I would say that one of the main difficulties I get in this time point of the project was this Corona stuff, because the border was closed, the travel was banned, etc. Because usually in my normal schedule, I plan to be on field every 5 to 6 weeks with my people in the farm and discuss with them in the processing area, etc., to discuss about what they have seen during the last couple of weeks. What do they think that they need to change, etc., because they are there day to day. I'm just coming and get the spot picture. Of course, today, if they are helping us by exchanging photos, some videos of what they are doing, but this is not replacing being with them together. So during this Corona crisis, it was really a big mess for me because I couldn't travel over there. But we're still having contact with the people in all the fields. And I would say that we manage it at the best. I will say also on top that luckily we are all in the remote area, so there was no corona cases identified there. But on top of that, I asked for a friend who was physician that, you know, this thing is very difficult. Those people, I don't know how it will be if that reach there. Please, you are a physician, take your time, go there every 6 months, at least check me, the main people working in the farm, and give them again the principle they have to use to escape this dangerous virus. And this was what we set off in place. Every week I get a call, is everybody safe? Are you working normally? Please keep your distanciation. Don't go again to the bar. Don't go again. Stay in the farm. You get everything that you need. And if you really need something, we get the JM local. Ask her. She will manage that the things be to you there. So please do not take any risk, because when life is off, it's off. We cannot do something more for you.
That's
But so far, all my people, I would say, are safe. But I know that the country, the region, is not in such a safe place as we can consider taking the standard we get here. But anyway, people are surviving also over there.
Wow, thank you. That's really quite interesting, because that's the worry of so many of us, especially who are working here permanently. Going to Africa every 6 months is a challenge, and especially now COVID-19.
Every 6 weeks, not 6 months.
6 weeks, okay, even 6 weeks. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Every 6 weeks, yeah.
I think you have to budget on that then, as a person doing agriculture business. And I think most of the businesses, you really have to follow up into if you want to go into that direction of into the agriculture every 6 weeks. That's what Dr. Ann said. I'm impressed, but as you said, anything is manageable. You set your mind on it and plan on it. It is manageable. I can see a question here put up by Anne, and she's saying, "Watching, is there a catalog on the website? Okay, and do you send samples? I don't know where. Let us know where you're located so that we can tell you, because that was a very good question, because your products are only your products are here in Europe. Are you also distributing them in the continent, as we wait to hear from her where she's based? Let us know where you're based, Anna, or you can continue answering the first question about the catalog.
Yeah, just to give her a quick answer. In the website, we get the major basic information about what we are doing. But when you say a product catalog, what we are making present every time in the website is what we call the once in a life product. because our aim is that the customer determine how he will like his product. We get those limited editions that are available in the website, decided by us, but this is once in the life, because when this group is finished, you will not get them anymore, because it was selected with an adverse time, with a special quality, and we have produced that in a limited quantity. But you get every information on that. We are trying to get worldwide production, worldwide delivery. So if you request, you would like to get some sample on testing, just drop us a mail into using our contact into the website, and I will liaise with you and see how to manage you some sample or any other information you may require.
Yeah, she's saying she's based in Netherlands, so it's a good opportunity for her to get that. And yes, and it's something that it is manageable, as you said. And as you said, your type of coffee is actually made according to the customer's taste. So you need to get the customer taste, and then it's just not just any other coffee. You go to the shop. And that's the beauty about it. You have to be unique and to compete with the market and bring it. I like that. I like that. It's quite a great opportunity. And yes,
it's why in our web page we get this coffee creator, because there each individual plays around what he wants, and we clearly identify him where the product come and how it was composed at the end, so you get the full information about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to go to this topic that most people were discussing on the platform on our website. So there was some, I put up a post as usual before we come to the discussion. And if you have any question here, go ahead, put down your questions and follow us. If you don't have the contact, I can see and she would need your contact, and we will share with them your contact as well. And shortly after this, but before then, please let us know your questions. Let us know what you have any concern in terms of those people who want to do business from the diaspora in Africa. And there are so many ways of doing this, and I want to also share with some of the discussion here. And I think you also went through shortly, because this was like 2 days ago. How do you manage to run your business in Africa from abroad? And ask people to share their views. And a lot of them, it was very negative, meaning it's not possible, especially if a special kind of things that you do. People go more for investment stuff and things like this. And I was coming here to bring you here to show people also that they can also do it in the agriculture sector. It is possible as well. And they were all sharing about they all share about, I wanted to share one particular one. Someone say here, you say like, it's very easy that for this set up performance-based management system where you monitor sales almost on daily basis with technology. It's because become easy to run business in Africa from abroad. You train your staff to be responsible and organize a regular staff meeting via Zoom or WebEx, thanks to technology. If online order is not possible, you can ask the relevant staff what's happening on real-time basis. So thanks to also to the technology that you can also recommend to be there on site with a real Facebook Live or Facebook thing that you can see video how it's happening. That's quite interesting. Another lady said, running business without one physically present is a huge challenge anywhere. I have no results to online business, and that's working. So they're doing more online businesses. I've tried M-Pesa. That's a money payment system where you can monitor also your money where it goes. And their own, I tried a restaurant and event planning, and despite the system in place, results were zero. So you can see some people really tried a lot.
Yeah, this I can give a general comment on that, because we always said that it's very tough in Africa and so and so. But I will ask to all those one simple question: why many of these multinational companies succeed in Africa, and we cannot succeed us as African there. I think that sometimes we get the wrong approach. You know, behind everything, there are human beings. And around the world, wherever you are, there are good and bad people. So don't take that as a general statement because you fall in the group of the bad people and your business goes worse. Everything we do around the world is first about trust, about sharing the same vision and working together. And working together. Get a clear role and responsibility and believe in your partner. I haven't seen here in Europe somebody challenging what the medical advisor have said. But we are generally used to criticize or get our voice in everything in Africa. Me, I'm not daily on the plantation. I have to hear the worker tell me how these trees is looking like. What do you do with the trees? How do you care about? And give him some advice. Please try this. It may be better. This is my opinion. All begin with trust, and you can succeed. And I know a lot of people talking about sales. No, I'm not looking sales. I'm looking industrial success. That means the company have to be sustainable. How much we generate today, I don't care. I want the success of the company, whatever it is, in all etc. None of the point have to live at the site because it will be the beginning of the decadence. We thought about a structure, we thought about a vision, and we said we have to move all this ahead because it's that will make the success of the things. It may take 1 year. We will say, wow, it may take 10 years, like many of other big companies. What we see, sometimes it was a hard work over many years, but generally, sometimes because of lack of support of a financial institution of whatever, we give up too early. We give up too early. This is the point. We have to keep focuses, reduce our size, think about, manage the things step by step. And I think that like this, we will succeed.
That's so important. You say that people need to be more patient with their businesses and look more for their success. And I can see here, Cornelia, thanks for joining us. You say you are the people who are in the wrong. I think I think it's in regards to the discussion I was putting, the points who are giving up. They are hanging around the wrong people. That's true. It is possible if you believe in your product. Cornelia, she's based in Germany, but she's originally from South Africa. She's doing a lot of work also from far, and that's something that is so important that you said there that you need to also to get yourself also be educated, because I don't think that everybody is entrepreneur. I don't know about you, just let me know about it. And if you want to get into that sector, you need to learn about the way it's done. What do you think about that? Because some people, that's why you see people giving up, because entrepreneur for me is somebody who follows the passion and is very, very determined to do whatever, even if it's making losses or plus. They really go for it, even and until it breaks through. So what do you think about that statement?
Yeah, the statement of entrepreneur is a very important point that we have to think about in the diaspora, because many of us, we have been in major international companies with good environment, good lifestyle, etc., etc. But being an entrepreneur is different. It's different. You have to start to make this process into your brain. That is not that any month that you have to run to cash up your salary. You have to generate this salary, and you have to be humble. You have to focus on what is really matter for you. not for the people looking around, you see, first for you. And if you focus on this way, you will really manage the business in an efficient way, and you will see the success every day, every day, every day. You cannot imagine, Joy, what happiness I get when I said here to my daughter, "Oh, we get one pack order today."
I know
What
that.
mean one pack order?
And she probably only one product.
This is something I said. We are moving on. We get one order today. We get two order today. Oh, this week was a difficult week. We get only 4 orders. What wrong? What do you think, etc.? It's all those questions that we have to answer. It's clear that when you design a business case, you're always going with your dream, with your scale, like this. Yes, this is also what motivates you to start this business. But after, fall down to the reality, and use your brain to manage these difficulties. And this is the most important part, because there you are not anymore in the expectation, in the figures. You are there with the real figures. Today I get 0 sales. What does it mean? Are all the people sleeping around the world? This is a question: is my product really good? Or do they still have their product in their share for those who have bought my product? All those questions you have to manage. You have to manage, you have to think, you have to innovate every day. And when we say innovate, there are all the people looking about the technology. No. Innovate is also the way of life. The taste you want to bring to the people, how you want to proceed with that. All this question is a daily thing that you have to manage. Agility, flexibility is a must. It's a must. This is what I can say about this point. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining. It was really powerful information there. For those ones who have any other questions, this is the time to ask. We are winding up now as we close down, because we want to hear more. Where can we find you? Where can we get your products? And also, are there networks around the coffee? Are you involved in any network of coffee? I don't know, groups that anyone who is interested in this kind of direction, they can join?
Yeah, I try to join all the coffee group that I feel that they are close to my vision and the way I understand the business. I'm discussing with a lot of people around me, those who share my vision, and also more those who did not share my vision, because it's there I can learn also a lot. Because when it's you are in the same closet with all the people who say it's good, there with those people we try to keep focus. But with the others, I try to learn where are the weak point, where are the point where we are there. I see, I've already here, when I told you that it was not a good idea to get the production abroad, yet now the border are closed. I asked him, and so what? There are people living over there.
Exactly.
It's just to see now, how do I manage all the things to make really the business sustainable.
Yeah. So I know you have Facebook as well.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram. I'm also in.
Yes, you also have the website that I'm sharing right now. That's the KONTCHS for those who are seeing this, and .com. Thank you for those ones. So I can see another message coming. I'm going to come back to it right away. And before we close, as I said, we are coming to the end. We as a diasporan, there's a message we are trying to cross around, and that's the message you want also to hear your views. We think that we diaspora can go back and invest in our own country, in the continent. as especially working together. As much as the big organization, the WHO and others or governments that are sending money to the Africa to support them with special agendas, we diaspora know where we need to support with businesses, especially now suffering during COVID-19, and we are calling it $1 billion project. So it's already on the run, and we are still setting up so much things at the background, which is the bureaucracy. It's quite interesting how we can put this together. And the idea is to go into agriculture, supporting agriculture company or anything relating towards that. And what is your direction in this? Because our opinion was like, how you can help the continent is also to help them in their health system, and you can start from what people are eating, because the food in our continent, they're very healthy, and what is in the continent is not healthy. What is your direction about that? What do you think about that project? Would it be a successful one? I know it will be hard, but let us know your views.
Yeah, I will tell you that my view is that Africa is a continent where everything need to a special attention. We are here in the diaspora. We are coming from all different fields and areas. We have many of us good idea. I chose agriculture, but I was with my background of pharmacist, but I grow in an agricultural region. There are some who are skilled in a mechanic. There are some who are skilled in economy. There are some who are skilled in building and all this. All those areas are area where we need to work on. But what is important is just to step back. It's not taking R, putting to B. Go there, make a clever evaluation and progress. You see, I was the people may have asked me, yeah, why you get the business here, the business part here, and the industrial part there. Yes, of course. The industrial part, we said close to the field. Yes, it's what I did. I applied just this principle. Everybody tell me, even in Cameroon, that why do you go in such a remote place? It will be difficult to run a factory. I said it's not difficult to take the people over there. It's just to give them the good condition. And this is what I did. When you said the net connection and also, we don't have to close our eyes. When I'm in the factory in some in the landfill, I need to take the car, travel 10 kilometers to get my mail replicate, because the internet is not stable in this area. I will not stand up and say I'm pissed off that what is this shitty country that had even no internet connection. I have just to set the right solution for that. And my driver know when I'm there that, hey, at 12 we have to make a small round where there is a connection so that I can replicate all my mail and answer. It's not like here when I start everything is available. We have to compose with that. I would like to have some genius informatician or whatever that will come and tell you, hey, Mr. Yance, I can help you to get a stabilized network in your factory. I will say, bravo, my friend, and then we start business together. And I think that there are many people also facing the same situation as me there. So there is such area that are open. Wow. Even to repair the simple car that we are using since 100 years is also a challenge in Africa.
Yeah.
Why those people making mechanics and all this is not there stepping in and making a small, clean, acceptable mechanical repair? I don't know. I don't know. There is a lot of field, a lot of field. Every time when I'm there, I'm traveling, I say, wow, there is so much things to do here. I may wish to get 10 lives, because I see the potential everywhere. But okay, I get only 2 hands and 1 head. So I focus on what I've choose, and it's already not easy, but I see a huge opportunity in our continent. Mhm.
Wow, wow. I like
Mhm.
that. I like the way you said, and also it was also seconded by, I don't know if you don't know, the former African Union ambassador, and Arikana Shihombori was saying that the diaspora should go and invest in Africa, but we have to change our attitudes and our way of relating with the people on the ground
Yeah,
as well. So have so much from us to learn as much as they have learned need to learn from us. And it's just a matter of working together. And as you said, not to reinvent the wheel, look at what is existing and look for how way to make it even more presentable. And I can see somebody else there, Stella. She just said, as a fashion entrepreneur based in Paris, I learned to ignore the negativity of people telling that my business can't survive in Europe. I focus on what I needed to be successful. And same people are asking me how I made it. Yes, we also want to know how you made it. Yes, it's amazing the amount of negativity you can get, and there's still a lot of positivity in it. And I believe if you put your mind on it, you can get whatever you want, despite of the location, despite of the language,
yeah,
despite of anything. It's you to decide what you want and go for it and have it
yeah,
in the future and get them and inform yourself as much as possible, and you can hang around the people who are thinking like you so that you can
Mhm.
prosper much more. So thank you so much, those ones who are listening for us to ask.
Just to add something,
Yes, yes, I wanted
Joy,
to do that.
you
Yeah.
know, there are people who tell me sometimes that your business is tough, it's difficult, it's not such easy. Hmm? I'm looking at them, I'm laughing because none of them ask me the simple question: what is the return on investment? How do you scale it? Eh? They just come and tell me that it's not possible because all good business today is those making a return of 50, 60, or 80%. Mhm. Have give me the time. Have give me the time. When I'm moving around, I say, yes, I'm still in the ROE I said to be acceptable. Somebody will look at it and say that is rubbish. This is his opinion. But I said, may God give me the time. Let us meet in 10 or 20 years. You see? And
Yes,
this
yes,
is the way.
what you
This
can
is the
do.
way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
some people are there to mention this thing and they make even stronger, and you want even to succeed even more to prove them wrong. I can see you have somebody else from Switzerland there, and Jerry Itonga,
Yeah,
where you know how she's looking for listening to you, and maybe your next customer, right? And your
I
somebody.
hope so. I hope so. I
Yes,
said each of us we need to be to sustain each other. You say
yes.
because it's very important.
Yes, you said it, and also maybe something else. You did. You're based in Switzerland, in Basel,
Yeah,
and you have there's a cafe. Is it still open? That you're selling your coffee and testing that are happening there.
you're asking to me.
Yes, yes.
No,
You're in
I
Basel.
don't have any coffee place where I sell the coffee.
No, no,
I was
there's a mic that can be tested or something.
yeah, I was discussing with one of interesting coffee here, but what happened with the corona is that he was forced to shut down. So I need to refine a possible partner with whom we can manage this activity, because the people will say, "Yeah, organize the coffee tasting." Yes, we can organize, but it's not so easy. I already get with friends like this, 10 people at my place, and we try the coffee, and everybody gave a feedback. But yeah, I have already to open that in the public way. I need to have a structure behind. People will know the coffee and so and so. And this was what I was been setting up before the corona, and the corona bring me the bad news. But I did not give up. I
No.
just have to restart the process with those who still open. Maybe I will find one suitable candidate who will say, "I take the challenge with you, and let us move ahead." This is the way I'm seeing the things.
Yes, yes. And there's so many people interested. I'm your neighbor here, shout. Anyway, there's so much to be happening, and it's all about collaborating, partnering, and bringing up the product outside there. So thank you so much to everybody who is coming in. I can see Cornelia say everything is difficult until it's done. So you still
right.
You have to go for it. And Bill has said the other thing is passion. I believe one can that no one can kill passion. Sometimes or more often than not, people project their negativity. You just have to learn which report to believe. That's very true. Thank you for that, for telling us passion, follow your passion, because that one is the one which will hold you when your business is so difficult.
Exactly.
Passion, you need to find out where your passion. Otherwise, you'll not go in that direction. You can be a supporter, but the person leading can be already self-driven. And you can see people who are passionate, and these are the people you should be working with, supporting them in direct. Like you are looking for a coffee area, that's somebody who has passion in making coffees and customer service, right? And they're there and they can do their part. So you cannot do everything. That's what
exactly.
So be ready to cooperate and partner also in your idea, because these ideas, when they come, they're really huge, as they said, and it looks difficult until you break it down. And follow your path. So it is possible. I'm so happy you came. It is possible to do business online. Yay! I am one of them. I'm going back to Kenya very soon and bringing up my ideas or whatever they are. And I'm campaigning that most of you who are listening to us, let's jump on this together. Let's learn. And there are so many schools there that are coming up to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. I'll be sharing with you also these ideas as well in the future, so that you can also be preparing yourself, because I'm more entrepreneur in my mind, and there will be going that direction in a product that it is in my own passion. And thank you for coming and sharing your experiences as well. And you have shared our contact. Those people who are here as well, I shared with you. Check on this website. Check on it, see what value you can offer. Maybe, who knows, you may come back with a good way of adding value to his own product to make sure that he also grows. What value are you bringing when you partner with him? Think about that. Maybe you have something that you would think of, and he's gladly ready to meet you. So thank you so much for joining. And maybe you can just empower us with few words before you go.
Yeah, the simple word I can say to each of us who think about doing something, because this happened to me every day. In the night when I'm going to sleep, I say, oh my God, what is this difficult challenge? Yeah, why? And I sleep. But in the morning, I say, this is another day. Let us continue fighting. Yeah. Because each of you don't think that what you are doing is simple. As somebody said, it looks possible when it's already done. But nobody discuss about all the challenges, the hurdles you have been faces. So think about it. Every day is a challenge. You cannot act on the past. It's history. You can dream about the future, but when it's happened, it's the present. Every day you have to work on your present and prepare the future. Think about it, and it's not so easy. It's not so easy. Don't fall into the normal view schema. Yes, I wake up, I sleep, I dance, I work, and so on. So no, it's not that. Because even what you are thinking that you are doing, you are using some setup in your brain every day to manage your day. In your business is more, you need that even more. And don't forget that. Keep positive, trust about your idea. Don't be afraid to discuss with those who are against, because it's where you find the best strength, and work with those who believe in, who will bring you a permanent innovation. And this is what it's about. And respect the people you work with. This is important. Okay, my friend.
Wow, thank you so much. I know you're running another activity right away. Thank you so much for coming. Let's keep connecting. Let's share more ideas. Who knows, next time we'll be here drinking your coffee, right? And sharing the people the real product. And let's connect as usual. So thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. And thanks a lot for inviting me. I will keep in touch anyway.
Yes, let's keep in touch. Thank you. So thank you so much, everybody who joined us. As you see, there's a lot we can do together when you all work. It is possible to invest in Africa, in any business. It's all in your mind. You just have to set yourself. He said it's not easy. He's producing a coffee industry, as I told you. He's in the coffee sector, agriculture. You can think it's the most hardest. Well, he's pushing it through. And for years and years, he has put energy and work into it. So you too, you can make it. So I want to thank you all for coming. Bill, thank you for joining. Cornelia, all the way. I love the engagement here. You really made it. In Jerry in Switzerland, thank you for joining. You're not far away from me. Give me a shout. I'd like to connect more with you and other people who are around here, who are our members. Thank you for joining us. Let's share this video and let's learn about entrepreneurship. More videos like this will be coming to empower you as an entrepreneur, as a diaspora, thinking of investing in Africa, and much more topics will be coming through. And we are all going together to do this in the near future. I want to also recognize people who have helped us to be here with you tonight and sponsoring us. These are Kings Developers. They're from Kenya. They are working more with if you want to invest into properties in Kenya, think about them, and you can contact me. We can give you more information. If you want to go in the more in property sectors, you know how it is, and as interest rate is getting low, you might want to invest in a good property, well finishes. This is a place to be. I've been with them when I was in the continent in February, and we are partnering with them and also supporting them in what they're doing. We are also working on together with the Limitry as well. Limitry is a money transfer company. It has given us 3 offers to three transfer. You can transfer your money for 3 times to Africa, to one of your country resident, and this is an offer for Awe only. So check out on that. It's also on our website, www.africanwomenineurope. That's where you'll find this offer there, and take advantage of it. Right now, the exchange is quite good, and you can use it to transfer your money for free 3 times. So that's one of the company that is also supporting us throughout as usual. And I'm looking forward to see you. If you're not a member of Awe, please register with us, www.africanwomenineurope.eu to register. It's for free, and we can share with you a lot of information that is coming up now and in the near future. And don't be left out, even in the diaspora. Please be part. You have to be in the right groups. That's what they just said. Otherwise, you'll not put through. And our dreams and our wishes, if we are ever going, this is the time. This is the time to go to the next level. Thank you so much, and I wish you a lively weekend. And let's catch up again on Sunday, where we will be reading our book. If you all don't know about our book, Volume 1 is already there, and we are reading each chapter every day. And lastly was one boy who just read her chapter. So we are in the chapter 3 as we speak right now. That's the chapter we are in, and we'll be reading it on Sunday. So check out on that as well. And of course, tomorrow, don't forget to join up. I'll be also a member presenting. Also, I'm a guest in one of the events in Kenya, Centonomy. So excited. They are also giving us very good offer. I've shared with you on my page how to learn about money. Yes, we just talk about entrepreneur, and they're also having programs for entrepreneurs as well. So great topics coming up in the near future. Check out on that. So I wish you a good evening, and God bless you all.